OTAN, Outreach and Technical Assistance Network.
Hello everyone, I'm Melinda Holt for the Outreach and Technical Assistance Network, OTAN, and I'd like to welcome you all for joining us in this month's OTAN Tech Talk. Our guest speaker today is an OTAN subject matter expert, Diana Vera-Alba, and she will be presenting the multiple uses of Quizlet. Take it away, Diana.
Thank you, Melinda. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this lovely Friday afternoon. My name is Diana Vera-Alba, and I'm an ESL instructor at San Diego Continuing Education for San Diego Community College District. I have been teaching ESL since 2010, and I'm a technology leader, trainer, presenter, and avid researcher and enthusiast. I have participated in many of OTAN's programs, including TMAC, OTAC, and DLAC, and am now a subject matter expert for OTAN. Today, I'm going to share how I use Quizlet in my presentation, The Multiple Uses of Quizlet. Quizlet has been around over 10 years, but it has evolved, changed, and been enhanced through the years. By the end of this tech talk, I hope you will understand the uses of Quizlet, be able to navigate Quizlet and some of its functions, be able to create interactive activities, and use some of Quizlet's time-saving, instantly created handouts. Our agenda includes defining Quizlet and how and why you should be using it to enhance your students' learning experience. I will also walk you through how to search for pre-made Quizlet sets, how to use more options icon. We will watch a video on how to use Quizlet Live, and finally, how to create and print time-saving Quizlet tests. Let's talk about and define Quizlet. Quizlet is a free online website and application that allows teachers and students to not only create digital flashcards, but practice using games, activities, and tests. Quizlet has a free version and a teacher-paid version, which runs approximately $36 a year. Some of the paid version benefits include no distracting ads for you and your students, so less confusion, the ability to track students' progress, receiving data analytics, and the ability to upload your own images. There are many online vocabulary platform tools, so why should you use Quizlet? One of my favorite reasons is that Quizlet saves you time. You can either add your own vocabulary or use the search tool to find one of millions, yes, millions of uploaded vocabulary sets. This platform also helps both students and teachers to keep organized with organizing study sets or creating classes within the site. Quizlet is very user-friendly, and you can embed or link vocabulary sets to your learning management system in a flash. I can't stress enough how easy to use and time-saving this tool is. It's very accessible on almost any device, such as a smartphone, a tablet, or a computer with internet access. Students can access vocabulary sets on their phones either through the web or by downloading the free Quizlet app. Student and teacher accounts are easy to set up by using email, your Google account, or your Facebook account. Teachers can set up their own Quizlet classes by providing students with a link. Students click on the link and join your online Quizlet class, where they will have access to your study sets. Quizlet will save you time with their search feature. There are over 300 million pre-created study sets to choose from, or you can create your own study set in minutes that can include both text and images. I have found that many teachers have already created study sets I need for many popular ESL learning topics and grammar sets. Quizlet will help you stay organized as you can create classes both for students and as files for test prep. This is one of my favorite features. Whether you use pre-made sets or create your own sets, they are resources that can be shared with one class you create as well as future classes. For example, I may label one of my classes Spring 2019 ESL 6-7 and share any or all class sets with future classes that I create. I also create separate prep file classes, which I can use solely or combine with other sets to create weekly quizzes or mid or final tests. Students enjoy Quizlet and become self-directed learners. They get instant feedback on their results. Yes, Quizlet does the grading for you. Let's now look at how to use Quizlet. The following slides will show you how to create an account. I realize some of you may already have a Quizlet account, so I appreciate your patience. As you know, this step only takes a few minutes, so if you already have an account, sit back and relax a few minutes while I demonstrate this very important step. The first step is to go to the website, www.quizlet.com. You will see the screen and you will click on the blue sign up button on the top right-hand side of the screen. Next, you will sign up one of three ways. You can use your Google account. I find that this is the easiest way to sign up, but it's completely up to you. I happen to have a separate Google account that I use for my teaching materials than I do for my personal or professional use. You can also sign up using your Facebook account or an email address. If you use Google Drive, Google Sites, or Google Classroom, I would use the email that is associated with one of those accounts. Once you sign up, you will click on the Log In and use the account that you signed up with. Now is the fun part. Let's practice searching for a pre-created vocabulary set. Click on the search icon and type a word or words associated with the vocabulary set that you are interested in. I use the Project Success book in one of my classes I teach, so I'm going to type Project Success. With popular book series, you will find multiple study sets, so choose one set to review. Make sure you review the vocabulary words, pictures, and definitions for accuracy. Once you decide the study set fits your needs, you are ready to add the set to your class. To add the set to your class or folder, you simply click on the three dots, which is the More Options icon here. The More Options icon has multiple functions, which include adding a class set, which we just saw. You can view students' top scores once they start using the class sets. You can print one-page vocabulary flyers, which include any images that you added, vocabulary words, and definitions. You can also combine multiple sets of vocabulary words, which is very useful for tests or quizzes, as well as you can embed individual activities in your learning management system. As I mentioned earlier, Quizlet has a paid version with added features and benefits that you will not get with the free version. One of these features is the class progress feature. This is especially helpful when you are teaching online or hybrid classes and you want to keep track of homework you may be assigning. You can view the whole class at a glance or click on individual students to see how they are doing, how much they have completed, and where they are having problems. The green check mark signifies that a student has completed the activity. The grayed out means the student has not started or completed the activity. From this screen, you can also use the drop-down arrows to change the classes if you have multiple classes created, or change the view to daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly activity. Now to one of mine and my students' favorite features, the Quizlet Live activity. Quizlet Live is an interactive, collaborative, engaging, and fun activity that you can use in your class. It's a fun way to gamify your lessons, similar to Kahoot or quizzes, but students work in teams. The objective is not speed or who is the fastest to answer, but rather which team can work most collaboratively to find the correct solution. Let's watch a short video that demonstrates how Quizlet Live works.
Meet Quizlet Live, the easy-to-use classroom game that blends competition and collaboration to engage every student in learning. Quizlet Live groups students into teams that must work together to win. While teams are prompted with the same set of questions, each teammate sees different possible answers, and only one person per team has the match. Students need to communicate to choose the correct answer and move forward in the game. As they play, the teacher's screen acts as an interactive leaderboard, tracking each team's progress and adding fire to the competition. If a team answers incorrectly, they go all the way back to the start, so choosing simply for speed won't work. Instead, the stronger their teamwork, the faster they'll go. And the first team to correctly answer all questions in a row wins. When the game ends, the teacher can lead a class review, or easily start a new round to give students another chance at glory. To play, you'll need an internet connection, one device per student, a teacher-controlled computer, and a way to project. Start by logging into your Quizlet account and choosing a study set. Select Live to generate a game code, then project your screen so your class can see. Have students open the Quizlet app or go to quizlet.live in their browser. After they enter the code, they can add their name to join the game. Everyone in? Your students will be instantly grouped into teams. If possible, ask them to get up to sit with their teammates. When they're settled, start the game and let the fun begin. Quizlet Live. Competition, collaboration, ultimate student engagement. Free for all teachers on Quizlet.
Let's now look at the different activities that students can engage in. Once you create or add a vocabulary set to your class, students can begin and use these interactive activities, including flashcards, learn, write, spell, test, match, and gravity. Students have the opportunity to listen and repeat, play interactive games, get instant feedback, quiz themselves multiple times, all while learning the new vocabulary sets. Finally, let's look at one of my favorite time-saving features, the test activity. Students can use this feature multiple times and get instant feedback on their results. Each time a student clicks on the test, they will get a different set of questions while using the same study sets. No two sets are alike. The best part is that Quizlet instantly grades students' test, so they get immediate feedback on the answers they missed. Students become self-directed learners as they go back to study the words they missed. But that's not all. Teachers can use the test feature to print out tests to use in class. Once the teacher clicks the test button, a test is automatically generated using the class set. The test consists of 20 questions, 5 write-in questions, 5 matching questions, 5 multiple choice questions, and 5 true-false questions. Once the test is generated, simply click on the print link. You can print out the test and/or save the test as a PDF. I do both. Please note that if you click on the back button and click Test again, Quizlet will generate a whole different test using the same vocabulary class set. Another nice feature that is that you can combine several different vocabulary sets in case you want to give a midterm or final test. Just keep in mind that the system will only generate 20 questions regardless of the number of vocabulary words in the combined set. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share my experience and love of Quizlet with you. I sincerely hope this information has been useful for you and your students, and that you are able to take the information to create your classes in Quizlet, but most importantly, save time with some of Quizlet's added features. Now back to Melinda.
Thank you, Diana. I'd also like to thank the audience for joining this OTAN Tech Talk. Remember, if you'd like to present a tool or you have some tips to share with your colleagues in the adult education field, submit the idea at bit.ly/OTT signup. We'd also like to encourage all of you to subscribe to the OTAN YouTube channel, where archived tech talks as well as other OTAN videos can be found. All of this information and more is available on the OTAN website at www.otan.us, and we hope to see you all at future OTAN Tech Talks.